What's good with y'all, man? You're watching AGTV, and on this episode, we'll be reacting to Understanding European Soccer in 4 Simple Steps. Now, if y'all happy about this one, man, y'all excited about this one, you have Pillow Nose 93 to thank for this, and you got Sammy Young to thank for this, man. Y'all been trying to get me to understand soccer more and more. Y'all keep telling me I got to do my research, I got to learn. So here we go. I ain't got much to say. Let's just get into it.
Welcome to Understanding Soccer in Europe in 4 Simple Steps, a guide for Americans. Although from the outside it may seem complex and confusing, to understand how soccer works in Europe, you really only need to know 4 things.
To be honest, soccer don't seem that complex to me. The only thing I really think I probably got to learn is like the rules, but I understand the overall concept of what soccer is. I understand everybody plays different parts of the field. They got different types of roles. Everybody has to have different type of skill sets. It's just, I understand like the basis of what it is. Like I can see what they doing. It's just like the little rules and stuff I don't really know, like certain little boundaries you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know, like, the intricate parts, but, like, for the most part, I understand what soccer is. I don't think it's that hard to really tell what it is.
Number 1. Each country has its own soccer league. Seasons run from August to May, in which each team plays every other team twice, once at home and once on the road. Games are divided into 2 45-minute halves, and when the game is over, the winner is awarded 3 points, the loser 0.
See, now I never knew that. I didn't know that the game was divided into 2 45-minute halves. Hold on, I missed the point part, though. Let me go back a little bit.
2 45-minute halves. And when the game is over, the winner is awarded 3 points, the loser 0, and in the event of a tie, each team gets 1 point. After each team has played all the other teams twice, the team with the most points is crowned champion of the league.
Damn, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. What? Hold on.
Each team has played all the other teams twice. The team with the most points is crowned champion of the league. They get a big trophy, a parade, and the season is over.
See, I ain't never heard of that. I thought they just went to the playoffs and they like people get knocked out and stuff like that, and they play for a championship at the end. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know they did it by regular season to where they adding up all the points, basically like a record, and then whoever got the best record based on the points is who win the champion. I didn't know it was like that. That's interesting.
There are no playoffs, sort of, but more on that in a minute. Before the books are closed on the season, there is still one small bit of housekeeping to be done. Number 2, relegation. We'll use the German League as an example. Every year, when the German League has concluded and a champion has been crowned, the 3 teams with the least amount of points are kicked out of the league. This process is known as relegation. The 3 vacant spots are subsequently filled by the top 3 teams from Germany's 2nd division. And unlike, say, baseball in the US, teams in the 2nd and subsequent divisions are not owned by teams in the top division. Imagine if the Pittsburgh Pirates or Oakland Raiders had to fight at the end of each season just to stay in the league. What if instead of coasting to the bottom for better draft picks, they were fighting to the bitter end to avoid the $40 million revenue loss that relegated teams suffer?
Damn, that's low-key raw, though, because it's like they can't finesse it. Like he was just saying, like in the NFL, like in football or in American football, like if your team real bad, same thing with basketball. Like if your team real bad and y'all not winning no games for the whole regular season, like teams will start losing on purpose so they can get the best draft picks and stuff like that, because you ain't got nothing to lose. You ain't going to the playoffs no way. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like the way this is set up, you got to play hard to the bitter end, so it make the season way better for the fans and stuff like that. This is smart.
In the first year alone. Not to mention the fact that in England, 9 different teams have gone financially insolvent within 5 years of relegation. Okay, interesting enough, you're thinking. But what about that whole lack of playoffs part? Number 3. Each country also holds an elimination-style tournament, referred to as a cup. But instead of being held after the 9-month league is over, cup games are scheduled in between league games, normally in the middle of the week. One additional perk about the cup system is that teams from all levels, down to semi-professional and even some amateur teams.
So these cup games they talking about, they play them during the regular season, in between games? I ain't gonna lie, y'all rule system is kind of weird, bro. It's like, it's different, you know what I'm saying? I ain't used to seeing it like this. Like, it's a lot of different rules and little parts in it that you got to think about during the regular season. Like, it's not like you could just play the regular season, get to the playoffs, then worry about playoffs and go in playoff mode, and then go into championship mode. It's like, no, you got to kind of stay in playoff and championship mode throughout the whole year. So I kind of like the system better. It's just kind of weird to, like, keep up with everything, like, with all the rules and stuff like that.
Are invited to play, and if they do well, can progress, and occasionally even knock off a top team. So every year, these midweek elimination games continue until there are only 2 teams left who play each other in the cup final. After 90 minutes, a cup champion is crowned, they get a trophy, and a parade. So, between the league and cup games, we get a great picture of who the best and worst teams in each country are. But wait a second, you ask. What would happen if the best teams from each country in Europe all got together and played each other? Good idea. Number 4. The resulting competition is called the Uefa Champions League, and it is without a doubt the single greatest club competition of any sport anywhere in the world.
Okay, now this making more sense. So I was wondering, like, so what's up with the championship? What's up with the playoff? But this is kind of like the playoffs and the championship right here. Okay, I see. This making more sense now. Because y'all was telling me they got multiple championships. Like, you can win championships, but people want to win, like, a certain one, and this one is bigger than that one. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to catch up with what y'all was saying in the comments.
Period. Think of the NCAA tournament, but with better quality of play, more than double the fan base, and quadruple the enthusiasm. And yes, Europe even has their own version of the NIT as well. So, through a complex and drawn-out process, teams from all over Europe compete just to qualify for this tournament. And starting each September, the top 32 teams are put into 8 groups of 4. Each team plays the other members of its group 2 times, once at home and once on the road. Come December, the winner and runner-up from each group move on to the knockout round.
See, I see why, like, the World Cup be so big and stuff like that, because it's like, it seems like it's so hard just to get there and win, bruh. Like, the way this system is set up, bruh, your odds of winning is so low, bruh. Unless you like a specific team that go all the time or something like that. But for the most part, bro, your odds of getting in here is probably so crazy, bro. People probably happy just to make it in here, bro. Like, because it's not easy. Like, I could tell it's not an easy road to take.
And this is where club soccer is at its finest. Teams are paired up individually and again play one home and one away game, with the winner from each pair moving on to the next round until only 2 teams remain. The Champions League final is then held as a single game each year in May. And unless it's the World Cup year, this is the most important soccer game of the year. After 90 minutes, a champion is crowned, the trophy is awarded, parades commence, and all clubs go on break until the madness fires back up again in August. So, to review, number 1, each country has its own league. Number 2, the worst teams are kicked out of the league and replaced by the best teams from the next division down. Number 3, throughout the year, each country also holds a playoff-type tournament called a cup. And number 4, the UEFA Champions League is a tournament involving all of Europe and is the most important competition in all of club soccer.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shit, that just seemed like a hard road to take, bro. Like, you gotta really be dedicated into your craft, and y'all gotta all be on the same accord as a team. It seemed like to even make it far enough to get to the Champions League, bro. And then, like, not even that. Even when you get there, you gotta be mentally strong because of all the fans and the lights. And I commend the soccer players who really make it all the way and really win that shit, bro. That don't say off. I can't talk. Off watching this, I can tell this is definitely not an easy road to take. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to react to next. I'm out.